Hi there, I'm Dr. Stephanie Falk, and today I want to talk a little bit about parenting. I want to talk about two different approaches to parenting that inadvertently can really harm our kids in terms of developing skills for experiencing distress, which we call distress tolerance, the idea that you can experience distress and that you can learn that you can manage it and be okay. So the first is helicopter parenting. I'm sure you've heard the term. Helicopter parents are parents that just kind of hover around their kids and make sure that they're readily available any instance that their kid experiences a distressing moment. Unfortunately, the message that this sends is you're not capable, you're not okay without me holding your hand and being by your side in any event that you experience a distressing moment. We don't want to send that message to our kids. We want to send our kids the message that you can learn self-soothing skills, you can learn coping skills so that you can pick yourself up if you fall. The other type of parenting that I see a lot is lawnmower parenting. And what lawnmower parenting is it's actually worse than helicopter parenting because lawnmower parents take away obstacles. They don't allow their kids to experience distress, to have even an option or opportunity to implement any kind of coping skills. So an example, just to allow you to kind of see how this works in real life application, is you take your kid to the park. Maybe they're 8 years old. You allow them to explore the playground, but you're hovering and watching every move. And the second that they fall, you run to the rescue. You pick them back up, you tell them that it's okay, and you soothe them. But you didn't allow them to have the experience of implementing coping for themselves and coping with some difficult emotions of disappointment or frustration or pain. You didn't give them that option. And so we want to be really careful in helicopter parenting. We don't want to send our kids the message that you can't cope. You don't have the skills. You need me every second of the day. In lawnmower parenting, that same situation would mean that instead of allowing your kids to go on the monkey bars, you don't allow them to even experience potential distress in falling. Or there's a steep slide, you don't allow them to go down that slide. And so essentially you take away all of the obstacles. And so in that situation, it's even worse for kids because they learn, I can't handle distress. I have to avoid distressing situations. I can't do hard things. And so inadvertently we send kids that message. And so in either approach, definitely we're sending kids messages that we don't want to send. What you want to do instead is you want to be that parent at the park with your 8-year-old. You want to allow them to experience and explore the playground in a way that's developmentally appropriate. I mean, surely you wouldn't let, a 1-year-old go on the monkey bars or try the monkey bars. That's a totally different situation. You want to allow them to experience the playground in a developmentally appropriate way. And at the same time, you want to allow them to experience distress. And if that occurs, give them the opportunity to implement some coping, to try to pick themselves back up, to implement skills to try to self-soothe, and also to experience some difficult emotions. I think that what I'm seeing a lot nowadays related to working with teens is an inability to experience distress and to recognize that they're going to be okay and that it's short-lived and that they can learn how to cope. Rather, if life isn't always fun and exciting all the time, I'm seeing a lot of teens that are having a really difficult time regulating their emotions. And I think some of that potentially stems from either helicopter or lawnmower parenting, and at other times it doesn't. It's just a completely different animal. But I think that it's important to recognize what we can try to do as parents to allow our kids to develop what we refer to as distress tolerance. Allow them to explore, be their secure home base that they can come back to if they need help and they need support. Surely if your 8-year-old falls off and breaks their ankle, then you're going to be there to pick them back up and support them. But if they have a little bit of a scratch, I think it's important to allow them to cope and to experience that, to work through it. Because then they internalize these beliefs that I can move throughout this world, I can experience distress, and I can implement coping and be okay. I hope it's been helpful to tune in to this video. I appreciate you watching. If you don't want to miss a video, feel free to subscribe. And I hope this finds you having an absolutely beautiful day. Thank you.